Well, hi there. Welcome back to the Ivory Tower. If you like your politics dirty, welcome to the PEI election. Since the very beginning, this election has had an edge to it, but it got decidedly nastier with the PNP revelations of the past week. Unless you think your side is lily white, you are wrong. The Tories and Liberals are both expert at slinging mud. For starters, how did 3 former government employees find their way to the Globe and Mail and then the Department of Immigration, which has subsequently forwarded their complaints to the RCMP, and the RCMP has launched an investigation into their serious allegations of bribery and corruption against senior members of the GIZ government. Olive Crane says it wasn't her. Well, perhaps, but someone close to her knew something was cooking. The Tories want us to believe it was merely coincidence that the party ran an ad in The Guardian driving people to read the Globe and Mail on the very same day the corruption allegations landed on page 1 of Canada's national newspaper. Rubbish, they knew. But how? Well, Senator Mike Duffy isn't saying what role he played, but he did have contact with the Globe reporter prior to the corruption story being published, and his assistant had breakfast with the 3 women prior to a press conference in Charlottetown. If it looks like a duck and it quacks like a duck, well, most times it's a duck. And then there is the Liberal response. Dirty, nasty, predictable, and quite possibly illegal. There is no explaining away how a private human rights complaint suddenly becomes fodder for Liberal hacks. There is also the question of how private ministerial emails and government employment records were leaked to the Liberal Party of PEI. If you read the date stamp on one of the emails, it's clear the leaker sat at the computer belonging to the administrative assistant of Innovation Minister Alan Campbell and hit Control P. Did Campbell order the leak, or was it someone higher up in the political food chain like the Premier's Chief of Staff, Chris Leclerc, or even the Premier himself? Robert Giz promised a more open, honest, and transparent government, yet he is doing nothing to investigate or punish a sickening abuse of public trust. And on the flip side, there is no doubt the Tories manipulated the election to get PNP back on the front burner. What have Islanders learned? Well, unfortunately not much, other than in their lust for power, both Liberals and Tories are more than willing to put integrity aside to win dirty. I'm Paul MacNeill. Till next time.